Alright, so, hey guys, it's me again, you know who I am. Today, I'm here to show you my updated Hydroid build, as well as a combo, sort of with Hydroids, where you can do like lots of damage, because like Hydroid is mainly a CC frame, and if you use his augments, he then turns into like a support frame, but still, he's not really a damage frame like everyone sort of wanted him to be with this rework, but that's actually totally fine, and I'll show you exactly why that is. So, let's look at Hydroid's abilities. They've sort of been updated so that his first and his fourth ability can be charged to give like greater range, but it also gives him double damage apparently if you charge him up all the way. Apparently they have like the base duration decreased and the base range decreased if you quick charge them, but they get their old damage. So I guess that's sort of fine, but these abilities didn't really do damage a whole lot of damage anyways, unless you threw on Corroding Barrage, which you should have on Hydroid. Just threw that on him. Tidal Surge and has basically seen no real changes except the enemies sort of travel with you. And Undertow, everything can be cast in Undertow now, which is a huge boost to his survivability. Now, someone has pointed out, or people have pointed out rather, that the base range of Undertow is only 4 meters. Well, the rest of that range is made up by the grab range, because he can grab people in instead of having to wait for the enemies to just fall in randomly. I guess that's a huge consistency boost, as well as the other changes are huge consistency boosts to Hydroid, and that's great. Now, I did change my build to I only remove stretch for prime flow, and I've did this because it feels like Hydroid is still a bit energy hungry, and the reason why I think that is because of the increased energy costs to, Tempest Barrage, Tentacle Storm, but also the grab, which is made up by the rest of your Undertow range, has an energy cost as well, which doesn't make any sense to me, but that's just the way it is, I guess. Other than that, I really want to have stretch back on there so I can grab people from quite a far away. It just feels like I run out of energy way too fast when I have stretch on here without prime flow. So I have that here anyways. And other than that, nothing from my build has changed. I'm still running Energy Siphon. I don't exactly need Corrosive Projection since I'm running Corroding Barrage, so I can just strip the armor away anyways. And I still think that Hydroid is a good frame, though he's much better than he once was. And here's why. So, I'm gonna show you this. So, I'm gonna crank this up to max level, and I'm not gonna turn Warframe invincibility on. I'm going to show you this because Hydroid can survive this. Now I'm just going to draw their aggro here. Just so they don't go wandering off. And I'm just going to pull them in. They're going to be wondering where their friends have gone. Trying to run away from the puddle. Who's over here? Get in here. Oh. Alright, now that they're here, I'm just going to charge up my Tempest Barrage so it lasts a bit longer. And then I'm going to do this another time. Now, I'm going to cast my fourth ability. And now they're all held in a state where they haven't seen me for a very long time. So I can take advantage of stealth multipliers. So there's gas damage, absolutely slaughtering everybody. So let me explain better what happened. So, I pulled them in, and while they're in the puddle here, think of it as like a mobile limbo rift, but they can't actually see me or do anything about me, really, while I'm in this puddle form. And with my fourth ability, that holds them in place and holds them in that, they don't see me state for longer. So they're completely unalerted. And then this holds them in and keeps them in that unalerted state. And then I can take advantage of that by using, say, the Zenistar. Though it doesn't have to be the Zenistar. But the Zenistar does work best. I'll show you with another weapon that I'd highly recommend you'd use this with. Just to prove that it is keeping them in the unalerted state. But Gas Zenistar. Now, I don't even have condition overload on this, so I totally should. I should totally form this weapon. But man, that would be even more damage, and that'd be a lot faster. Now, like I said, you don't have to use Zenistar. You can use the Gas Atarax. Probably wondering why gas over viral. Well, mainly because of gas stacks really, like, basically infinitely, I'm gonna say. I'm pretty sure there might be a cap to it, but it doesn't look like there's a cap because the damage numbers tick so goddamn fast. So let's run that same test again. All right, 20 level 145 heavy gunners. All right. And let's just do the same thing. Though I don't have to strip their armor as much because I have lots of slash procs with the Hydroids. Alright, they're all here. Just charge this up. And let's charge this bad boy up too. Alright. There we go. Seems like their hitboxes are still at the very base of the tentacles. Which is it's totally fine. I think that's everyone. Let's see. Yeah. That looks to be about all those guys. Now that was a lot faster. Though if I would have waited a bit longer for my tentacle barrage to like completely strip the armor, it would have been even well, I would have killed them a lot faster, but Hydroid it sort of interacts the same way sort of Wukong's what is it, Cloudwalker ability? That's what it's called. Interacts with the with enemies, where as soon as they don't see him, like he's gone. Like they don't, and they start taking stealth damage, and I can just hold them there, which I think is that's super good. His CC is way more consistent, and I can aim it, and I can see where it's getting to get aimed at. I don't have to worry about, like, say, hey, is this going to hit the enemy or not, or is this guy within range? If he's not, then, oh shit, I got to fine-tune my range for that to happen. Well, I don't have to do that anymore, and that's great. Which is why I thought maybe a stretch would be like a stretch. I wouldn't actually need it. And I don't need it as much, but I sure wish I had it done here just so I can grab people from farther range with my undertow. Which is fine. Now he also can move with his undertow, so he can just have group up a bunch of enemies and then just go on to the next group of enemies and do the same thing essentially. And that's excellent. Also, I will address one thing. So, a couple things people have been saying are that, let's just get two of them here. That there is a bug with Hydroid in his undertow. That if I move away from the enemies, they get they don't come with the undertow. And no, that's not a bug. That's been in the game forever now. Because you could move like a tiny bit in undertow back then before it immediately just took you out. And that would also just, if there were any enemies on the very edge of your undertow, it would take them out of it. So it's not a bug. Think of undertow as a mobile limbo rift, like I said, but only you can get stealth multipliers from it, which is pretty good. Though you can take advantage of stealth multipliers with Limbo's Rift if you use Naramon Focus School. Now, as far as Focus Schools go, I do recommend you take the Zenarek Focus School, because I do think he's energy hungry, and if you as long as you have infinite energy, you'll just be fine with Hydroid. And as far as Hydroid's usage goes, I'm just gonna I'm gonna take him in mobile defenses over Nyx now, just because of what he can do now. Is kind of crazy, especially that all of his abilities are CC, and it sets me up for a huge amount of potential damage there, which is great. That's excellent. So, I mean, sure, I wouldn't have to worry about enemies touching the what is it, or inconsistently attacking me or attacking the the control module during the wall offense if they're all confused or whatever, and there's no enemies by each other and whatnot. This is a lot more consistent. It strips armor, can take advantage of stealth multipliers. It gets the job done. Other than that, I've really got nothing to say. Hydroid's great, and I love him, and I can't wait for his Prime variant. And we still need a fucking PBR update for Hydroid because he still looks hideous. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.